Let's learn how to solve if we have a negative exponents in the equation. So in such questions, we have to first solve the numbers. So we have 4 times with 3 divided by 6. So first we will solve this. 4 times 3 is 12 over 6. Now we can simplify it and we will get it equals to 2 over 1, which is equals to 2. Now, after this, we will solve the x variables. So, x variables which are given here are x raised to power minus 5 into x raised to power 3 over x raised to power negative 5. So, first we will use the law of multiplication, which says a raised to power m into a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m plus n. So, we'll do that. We will get here x raised to power minus 5 plus 3 over x raised to power minus 5, which is equals to x raised to power minus 2 over x raised to power minus 5. Now we have to use the rule of division, which says a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m minus n. Now we will write down here x raised to power minus 2 minus. Since the value for n here is negative 5, we will write on here negative 5, which is equals to x raised to power minus 2 plus 5, which is equals to x raised to power 3. Now we have to solve the y variable, y raised to power minus 3 into y raised to power minus 2 over y raised to power 3. Now once we will do it, we have to first solve the multiplication. Using the rule of multiplication, we'll get minus 3 plus bracket minus 2. We have to add the powers divided by y raised to power 3. So we'll get y raised to power negative 3 negative 2 over y raised to power 3, because positive into negative will get negative. So we'll get y raised to power negative 5 over y raised to power 3. Now we have to subtract because we have to follow the rule of division. Then minus 3. We'll get y raised to power minus 8, which is equals to 1 over y raised to power 8, because the rule says a raised to power negative n is equals to 1 over a raised to power n. Now we have to just write down the answer. When we solve the number, we get 2. When we solve the x variable, we get x raised to power 3. And when we solve the value for y variable, we got 1 over y raised to power 8. So that means the final answer is 2x cube over y raised to power 8. So this is how we can solve the equation with the negative exponents. So you need not to worry, you have to follow the steps like I have already explained you. Let's work with some other set of examples. Before I'll explain this, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video and share the channel link with your friends. So the question is 4x over 12x square y raised to power negative 2. In this question, we have to change the negative power into the positive power. For doing so, we have to change the fraction which is given within the bracket as a reciprocal of it. What it means, we have to use the rule where if exponent is given to you, which is a negative exponent, if we write down the reciprocal of it, the power will automatically change to a positive power. So here we are going to use the same. Since this power which we have written here is the power to the whole fraction within the bracket, if I will write down the reciprocal of it, which is there within the bracket, the power will automatically change to a positive power. So here we have to use the rule which says a raised to power m into a raised to power n raised to power b is equals to a raised to power m b a raised to power n b. So we have to distribute the power to all the values which are given within the bracket. That means to 12, to x squared, to y, to 4 and to x. So we will write on here 12 square into x square whole square into y square over 4 square into x square. Now after this, we have to solve the numbers with the numbers, variables with the variables. Now after this, we will write down here is equals to 12 square into. Now if you have this sort of a problem, then we have to use the next rule, which says a raised to power m raised to power b is equals to a raised to power m into b. That means we have to multiply the powers. So here we will apply the same rule, 2 into 2 into y square over 4 square into x square. So after that, 12 square, which is equals to 12 into 12, which is equals to 144. We will write on here 144 over 4 square will be 4 into 4, which is equals to 16, into x raised to power 4 over x raised to power 2 into y square. First, we will solve the number 144 over 16. We will simplify it with number 8. We will get here 18 over 2. Again, we can simplify it with number 2. We'll get here 9 over 1, which is equals to 9. Now we will solve the x variable. Here we have to use the rule of division where we have to subtract the powers. We'll subtract the powers, we will get x over 2. After this, we have a y variable. So we have just one y variable. So we'll just write down it as such. So the final answer is for the number we got 9. We write down here 9 into, for the x variable we got x square, and for the y variable we have just y square.